Okay. Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everybody doing? We're well into the 300s, right? Episode 304. Oh, man. But how are we doing? Had a pretty good day today, actually. I went on a pretty lengthy walk today. I walked, 4.42 miles? So yeah, I'm a little tired, but the show must continue. I also didn't stream yesterday, and I'm going to be honest, it's mostly because I wanted to play Mutagenics. I've been playing that game so much lately. It's pretty fun. I might talk a little bit more about it as we go, especially because of the stream title. The episode title might be called something else, but the stream title is called, I can't get the name Sminkus out of my head, so I'll talk a little bit about that later. Anyways, a couple of things I did off camera. Well, what was the last thing we did was finish setting up the black hole compressor. Was that yesterday or last episode or the day or the episode before? I don't remember, honestly. But we got that going. We got the 16 blast furnaces. That's right. A whole bunch of them. And if you remember from last episode, these started having power issues. And that's because I did not account for the fact that they consume more power. That they consume the entire backbone power pretty much. I think we did the math. It was like 113 billion or something like that. Which this can support. But when I have all the other machines running, especially the DTPFs, it won't be able to cover that. So what I ended up doing off camera was disconnecting this transformer that was getting the backbone from the rest of the base. And I just connected it to this supercapacitor over here with a really big laser hatch. So this is our new backbone, 262Ks UAV lasers. That's, 2.2 trillion? That's a big number. So that right now, that's powering our DTPFs. I did upgrade their power as well to 34 billion. And the blast furnaces are the same power. I didn't change them. They're still 8.5 billion each. And that's pretty much what I did off camera. There's another thing I was trying to prepare for. It was actually 4 more DTPFs. So if I check the plan here, I did set this up to craft 4 of them. Unless this is something else. I don't know what this is. Oh, I guess the plan didn't save. I could have sworn I had a saved plan, but somewhere in the... Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I had the plan saved. Was it the spray can? Oh, it might have been a spray can. Hang on. I don't remember what these are for. No, white spray can is for Dyson Swarm, which we're not really able to do yet. And the other one is for QFT, which we did finish, actually. This did finish. So that's pretty much what we're going to do today, I think, is getting into QFT. Learning what we have to do to set it up. And then hopefully get to the point where I can make netherite out of this a lot better. But I did try to craft 4 more of these. Yeah, okay, it's still saved. I don't know why I didn't say save in the ME storage, which is really weird for me. So if I try to craft this again, yeah, it's it made a big dent, but it got stuck somewhere. I honestly don't know where it got stuck. It was the alloy blast furnace again. Let me see what kind of casings it needs to craft, because if it's just a little bit of fluid, it's like right here. It tried to craft like 60 million indoloy and it just refused to craft, and I don't know what happened. But it should have all the other fluids. Okay, no, never mind. We're not going to wait for this. These casings, they take forever. We don't have these guys set up with UAV lasers, which we might do at some point, actually, now that I think about it. But I think I'm going to hold off until we get to component line casings, which technically we can do now that we have the black hole compressor, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. But this is also an off-camera craft, because that's a lot of stuff. So we'll hold off on that. But yeah, I do want to get the DTPFs going because they're pretty slow. And I even upgraded their power just a little bit, but they're still kind of slow. It's a little hot in here. Gonna turn on the fan. You might hear some background noise, but that's just the fan. Anyways, so spray can did finish, which means QFT is good to go. So I'll get this guy going. Probably only gonna build the one and then learn how it works. I might be able to upgrade it. Don't actually know though. I should be able to upgrade it, but it's going to be a little expensive. So let's just get the first one going. There's space here, we might as well use it. Okay, how big is that gonna be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also known as just put it down. We'll figure it out later. Hang on. It's changing. I'm a little picky when it comes to like the bordering stuff, so I gotta take care of it. So 1, 2 to the left. 1, 2. Okay, and then this one is 1 forward. Yeah, sure. At least I'm pretty sure it finished. I did craft everything. I reflected the craft in that spray can temporary crafting thing, and it looks like it did finish, so I guess we'll see. I think it's everything, right? That is a pretty cool multi-block, but you're missing a couple of things, and it's going to be probably tricky trying to figure that out. But figure it out we must. So it looks like output on top, and all the inputs and the energy on the bottom. I'm guessing this doesn't need a maintenance hatch. Yeah, okay. Bulk catalyst housing would be on the bottom. And then all the inputs on the bottom and the outputs on top. Okay, that's not too bad of a setup. Should be able to do that relatively easy. And I'm still going to try to rely on almost all wireless AE2. I think it makes things a lot cleaner. Power is another story, though. We'll see how slow it's going to be or how fast. So for sure, you need a bulk catalyst right there. And then on the top, going to give this the output bus. And output hatch. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's all it needs in the top. And for me to connect it to the little output subnet that we have, we'll just go ahead and do that. Right over here. And white cable. And there we go. And on the bottom, I'm not sure. Okay, so I have to study this a little bit because it says here I can have a focused output will have its probability boosted. So I think for me to feed this, we'll use like a stocking, like an advanced hatch, and then overestimate how much we're gonna produce. If I want this to give me a certain amount of items, right? That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. So I'll set that up over here probably. And I'm guessing you also need power on the bottom, so I can totally do that. Is that really how? Oh, you're not fully built. How much you want to bet it because it's waiting for the bulk catalyst housing? You're gonna be all weird. I'm just gonna put an energy hatch down. I don't like it when it does this. It's always like, oh, I'm missing a certain amount of things, but no, you're not. That's okay. I'm just gonna give this a standard 8.5 billion that I give to everything else. That's you, right? Target hatch, yeah. Just put this down for now. Put this down for now. Am I out of bulk production frames? That's probably what it is. Yeah.
5 sextillion 642 quintillion 163
Chili.
quadrillion 135 trillion 612 billion 136 million 123,412.
That's probably the amount of power I'm going to end up needing by the end of this pack. Hello. Today's drink, actually Gatorade. I bought some Gatorade. What flavor is it? Midnight Ice. I came back from a walk today. I went for a walk, and I was pretty thirsty, so I picked up some Gatorade. This is not paid advertisement, even though I wish it was, though. Nah, but how you doing? Yeah, there's something up with the Mega Blast, the Alloy Blast Melter, and I don't know what it is. Or maybe I'm just impatient. Never mind, they finished. But I feel like it voided some fluids because it said it was crafting like 60 million of that end alloy stuff, but it didn't actually craft it. And I don't know where it went. It didn't get stuck anywhere. It's really weird. Work and not playing DTF, that's fair. Same. Well, not same because I don't currently out of work right now, but I'm trying to find a job. But also not playing DTF, not playing Dead Frontier. I really should though, because don't tell my clan members. I've been not playing as much Dead Frontier as I should be. They're like grinding for top 5 right now, CTS, and I'm just not. I'm over here. That's what it was. Okay, you just needed the bulk reduction frame. Go ahead and give it power, like right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Ended up going for GT&H instead of Meatball. I wish I can get to LV before Star. Oh, they're talking about Star Technology, right? All right, that's fair. Still jaded by Supply Officer. that's the one of the features that I just don't really think about too much. That's the one that people just dump so much money into it, right? Are you angry? Why would you be angry though? It's free boosts unless you're one of the ones that donated. Because I remember there's a certain person that just kept dumping so much money into the Supply Officer stuff. Have you've probably heard about the clan machine stuff. You were one of those people. That's right. I think I've seen your name there. Yeah, I can recognize your name. That's right. That's where I saw it. Okay. First place was like Woohoo Emilio or something like that. And then I think it was you. I don't know. I haven't looked at the leaderboards in a while. Hey, another question. What do you think about the clan machine stuff? If you've heard about it. I'm just curious what like someone else thinks about it. I think it's interesting. It's a new mechanic, but it's also you can consider it like power creep, whatever, because it's basically free money generation. But I have a certain individual in my clan that is like going so crazy on it. No, you don't play the game. That's fair. What do you even? Okay, this thing is stuck for some reason. Aniline needs blue metal catalyst, and I bet you it's because you don't have. Yeah, that's you don't have it. You don't want to touch anything hot rods related. Honestly, it's fair. I can't really say I share the same opinion, but it's also because I'm very easy to please. Or not really, not easy to please, but it's more tricky for me to get mad at something, so I don't really think about it. And circuit 12, right? Tell you what, the aniline stuff is gonna go somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the chemical plant. It just doesn't work very well with buffers, and I don't know how to fix it. They're really weird. I don't know. Maybe the update fixed it or somewhere. I'm not too sure. We've talked about this before, where like for some reason sometimes it works and other times it doesn't work, and I don't understand it. It's like it got stuck here for whatever reason. I'm gonna cancel this. Let me make some aniline. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, it's able to craft now. Yeah, all this other stuff got stuck, but I'm gonna revisit this because I do need more chemical plants anyways. But it's really weird. Something about how it doesn't really look at the catalyst housing very well. I don't know too much. I'll come back to it though. If it does end up being the bottleneck for some other thing, then yeah, I'll come back to it. Okay, so this has power. Or just a hatch, but I have to connect it. We'll steal power from that guy over there. And what kind of power are you? Laser hatch, target hatch. Well, yes, but what's how much? 8.5 billion. Okay. Oh, come on. Cables. Go all the way from here. And let's go all the way over here. It's gonna look a little messy, but it's kind of the nature, right? You're out of oh no, I did not mean to choose the vacuum mirrors. I meant to choose you guys. There we go. Anyways, I guess a little bit of a story time while I'm setting this up. So it's regards to the in regards. Is that how you say it? Sure. In regards to the stream title, which is what was it? I can't get the name Sneakers out of my head. Okay, so it's related to Mugenics, of course. I've been playing so much Mugenics lately. It's a pretty good game, honestly. I haven't played a game like that that's gotten me hooked in so long. Last game that's gotten me hooked was Darkest Dungeon 2. I'm pretty sure. Everything else I've played lately, besides Minecraft and Dead Frontier, of course, those are just long running games. But, anyways, Mugenics has a way, I would say, of like getting you hooked on your cats. It's like you feel attached to them somewhat. So there's just one particular party that I had. It was so strong that it actually steamrolled through like Act 1 or something like that. And one of the cats, He was a fighter. He was like one-shotting everything. It was so cool. And his name was Sminkus. It's such a cute name. Sminkus the cat is. He will forever be remembered as Sminkus the cat, but or Sminkus the fighter. But I feel a little bad though because a little bit of a spoiler. But if you want to continue to a certain part of the game, you have to sacrifice a cat, and I didn't have a choice, so I had to sacrifice poor Sminkus. He didn't deserve it. But it's that name, Sminkus. It's just funny. I always think about it. But it's not a total loss either, because Sminkus will forever be like, he's actually part of my breeding line. He has fathered a couple of kittens, and now they're being used for like the main team. It's so cool. It's a fun game. I don't know. Shameless advertisement, right? But I recommend it if you're into that. If you're into like the Binding of Isaac stuff, it's a fun game. Absolutely gonna play it after I stream here. and also another admittance. Is that the right word for it? Sure, let's go for that. Another admittance. What was I trying to say? I would like a drive. It's also like Megenics is also the main reason why I haven't been able to finish up that video, the one I've been trying to do for a while now. The what do you call it? This bothers me. There's something here that it really bothers me. There's a specific cell. Well, let me finish my thought first. It's a reason why I haven't finished like my my piano stream. I haven't really worked on it. I'm gonna be honest. I have about 6 minutes of edited footage. But Megenics came out, and I've just been playing that. Anyways, this is what bothers me. Curious if anybody has an idea of what I can do to fix this. You see this cell, right? I guess I didn't fix it. So why don't you stack? Sometimes it shows up whenever stuff goes in here. It shows up here. Like right there, it showed up. If I take it out, and then now I take it out. I don't get it. Like, why? So I guess what I can do is not have a storage bus here. I think, why am I able to take the storage cell out of here? Makes no sense. And that's a major reason, like the main reason I did extra insert only, so that it wouldn't take this cell out of here, but then that broke the transcendent metal stuff. But actually now I can do insert only now that I think about it. Because we're already telling the transcendent metal to not go in there. So I think that I can just leave that as insert only. And that way this doesn't pop up. This one just doesn't stack for whatever reason. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not sure, but that's fine. But anyways, so continuing to this setup here, it's going to have... I'm going to send the fluids into like a drive right here. We've done this before. It's what I did for the mixer setup. It's very similar. And then we'll just pull everything through these advanced stocking hatches. And I guess I also need a bus as well. And just for symmetry's sake, we're going to put them side to side. Right there. Because I like my symmetry. Right there, and then anchor to power it. And technically that's it. No, it's not. And then the next step is to plug this into a dual interface. A dual interface setup. We have a bunch right here. I don't know what setting I messed up to disable fire damage, but I don't get damage over lava bucket. Do you have the pizza gloves? Or how far are you into your playthrough? It might be the pizza gloves. Or is it, I don't exactly know what they're called. I think it's just regular glove. Yeah, it is pizza glove. If you have those in your bauble slot, then disable. No, it should be. As far as I remember, it should be. For the protection effect, the hot item has to be in your active slot. Oh, so you're not taking fire damage. I'm not sure what it is then. That's interesting. No, I really wouldn't know otherwise. I don't think I need a blocking card, so I'm not going to trust it. Or I'm not going to try it. Connector. Just put one, I guess, right there. Rest in peace, Minkus. He had to get sacrificed. For good cause, though, because without Sminkus, I would not have gotten to the throbbing domain. I know that sounds nasty, but that's just how these games go. I'm trying to think of what else could be affecting you. I'm not too sure. There's so much in the early game that I'm not really aware of anymore. So that's also the thing. This playthrough has been going on since version 2.5. So I haven't been in early game in so long. I don't really. There's a couple of things I just don't know or remember. So my apologies if I'm not really able to help you out with that. Plus, it's one of those, like, maybe a screenshot of your inventory would help out a lot. Okay. So we have this going, right? And then... It's 2 years. This playthrough has gone by a little slower than most, so 2 years. But that's not like like my playthrough. I would say it's not a very good representation to how fast it would take to like a normal person to beat this game, because I'm a slow player and I take my time and I don't really play that much. At most like 2 hours a day, not even sometimes. When I do play, it's like 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours. And I don't really play too much off camera either. I just babysit. Like, I'll log in, check the crafts, make sure things are not broken or stuck. If they are, I address them. And if it's annoying to address, I address them on stream. That's the whole idea. Thaumcraft being Thaumcraft. Anyway, so how does this work? Put a circuit in the controller to specify the focused output. Okay. If input separation is on, so what if I just want everything? Okay, so if I focus, then how do I say it? Okay, so if I focus, it just boosts the odds. So I can use Neptunium, I can't say that, Neptunium plasma to focus one thing. Or I can use Fermium to boost everything. So why wouldn't I want to just boost everything? So how expensive is Fermium plasma? Oh, I can make it. Okay, I'm pretty close to being able to make it with Mark V. I just need to craft that first, but let's say, I don't know, 1 million? It's a little slow. I mean, it's just boosting it, right? So just if I wanted to get this going, then I'll just I'll do that. But I think what I want to do is have a regular stocking hatch. Go ahead and plug that over here. Which honestly, we might be able to just connect it to a stocking stock replenisher. Reduce the number of buses we have here. So at some point, I do want the what do you call it? The fermium plasma in here. So just give it a 16. Give it the one that doesn't stack for whatever reason. I don't know why you don't stack, but there you go. So I'm not going to set it up yet, but I can tell this fermium plasma and it'll pool that and use that to boost the output whenever I'm ready. I think we're best to hold off until we get to... I mean, it's not slow, but I'm pretty sure we're going to consume the heck out of this. Yeah, we might as well just set it up. So let's say I have 10 million. Sure, this should do that. Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, it's going to be a little slow actually, because now that I think about it, we only have the one Compact Mark IV Fusion. And so once I'm able to make a Compact 5, I'm going to make a lot of them because, yeah, that's really slow. That's fine, okay. Okay, so the idea here is to put recipes in here that'll just dump everything, but we're not quite ready yet, right? Because I think what we want to do next is actually focus on upgrading it. So to upgrade it, we need 142 of those and Cosmic Fabric Manipulator. And I think that's really the only difference. Yeah, so we want to focus on this next. And of course we need the research. So I need the neutron shielding core and neutron pulse manipulator. That should have that already. So similar to the water line, it is the QFT is also a tiered machine where you need stuff from the previous tier to make the next tier. And I'm pretty sure what we need here is the hyper-stable self-healing adhesive, which would be this. Oh, this also voids the need of us making indoloy like that. And also all this other stuff. But really, I'm just going to focus on the self-healing adhesive. Which, honestly, I can technically do right now with Neptunium Plasma, right? We'll just see how strong this is. Where am I going? The data bank. There we go. So make this is going to be UIV. Also UAV. I need to put this in the ass line up to there's no free space left, so go ahead and move some of the casings over. Or anything that can be made in the UEV. Also this, I don't really, well, I kind of do need that at some point. Hypogen coil block, how do I make that again? It's UAV, right? Take you out. Pretty sure I can do that, and the other one. Take you out as well. So one there. And one there. I'm just trying to distribute everything. Pretty sure I can take out this something. I'm not going to make another deep dark portal, so that one's just going to go away. Advanced fusion coil. UEV. Okay, so that one can go over here. And then these guys can go right there. So I think what I do want to do is actually invest in UIV lasers for these. Yeah, I think I want to invest in that soon. But honestly, I think we're going to wait until component ass line because they're going to consume so much transcendent metal if I don't do that. Yeah, we'll wait for that. Okay. So I need 142 of. Oh, no. Next tier. You and you. 142. Radox polymer screw. That's not too bad. And hyper stable self-healing adhesive. So this one would be something. Hang on. Focused output will have its probability boosted, with other outputs being reduced evenly by the total boost. Let me just throw. Actually, I do need this catalyst thing. I just want to make one and see how expensive it's. Like, oh, we need hypogen for that. Okay, it's not too bad. Because I know another thing is that it consumes, or it needs more to get more parallels. You need more catalysts, but I want to see how strong just one is. I guess you don't know how to make this fluid canner. And indoloy dust? Sure. Oh yeah, this is slow. So I don't know if you want to use fermium plasma if it's gonna be this slow. Only 6,400 every 30 seconds. No, we can't do that. What about neptunium? Neptunium plasma should be a little easier, but that, again, that's only if we want to focus, and I'm not sure if we want to right now. Because we can make use of everything else in there. Especially the super glue. That would be really good to have. Okay, so what I can also do is like tell this to not expect 100% output. There's a certain card that we can use. Let me look for it. Fake crafting card. It tells your ME system to complete a craft without expecting the final resulting item. Nah, I think what I want to do is just overestimate how much I'm going to produce. For example, like I do this, and then I multiply whatever this is by 64, and then that makes, I don't know, like 1. I don't know. We'll think about it. Actually, well, let's try that here. For now, I'm only going to have the this adhesive stuff there. So let me try doing like times 64, but only make like 16. Because 64 divided by, what's the estimated output? So we should expect 20%, right? Which is 64 divided by 5, which is 12.8. That's how much I should expect. So we'll say 1, honestly. This stuff is super cheap at this point. Like, how much carbon dust do I have, and how much... yeah, we're fine. Bismuth, we're mining everything. Yeah, we're okay. Hydrogen and oxygen. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Okay. So if I put this here, oh, you only accept 1. Are you able to do multiple recipes? Not sure. Okay, so what happens if I try to make like one of you? It's gonna push 64 stuff into here. I think I broke it. So there's stuff in there, but it's not doing anything. What else do I need here? You have a catalyst housing. So you should be working, but am I missing something? If input separation is on, which I don't, I'll turn it off. I think it's fine. Oh, you know what? It's probably because I didn't tell this to auto pull. It's my bad. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm glad it doesn't hurt me. Okay, there we go. It's not that slow actually. That's not that bad. Okay. Cool. So I put 64 and I got a 25 out of it. What happens if I try to make 1 again? So it's going to overestimate. So if I need like 568, it's going to put so much of it into here. It's also going to make me a bunch of that, which I love. I love that, honestly. So what happens if I try to make like 568? It's going to estimate so much of it. Honestly, not even that bad. So I think I might as well just replace all the recipes that it makes in that case. So things like soldering alloy and all this other stuff. Gonna go I can't talk. I'm tripping over my words right now. Gonna go ahead and replace any of these recipes here with the QFT. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of these recipes are outdated as well. This is also going to help me out a ton with the molten indoloi. That'll be great. This isn't consumed, right? No. Okay, so it's going to make all of that. It's also going to make that. Just like that. Okay, and then multiply by 64. And then divide this by technically by 5. So, but I'm going to divide. I'm just going to make everything 1 craft. So divide by 64 each one. I do not understand division. So it's going to make so much more than it actually needs, but that's fine. And I guess we'll see if there's any like problems with this. So let's see if I want to make something like a super glue, it's going to help me out so much. Because I'm having to make this in the chemical plant, which I don't know if you know by now, I don't like the chemical plant. It just behaves a little bit weird with crafting buffers. Or maybe I just don't understand it yet, but let's say I want to craft a little bit, like 32,000 of you, right? Just pushes that in there, makes a little bit, and it ends up making 672,000, so it makes way more than I actually need. Yeah, okay, that's really good. Okay, so what I need for this, 142 of that. And it's totally able to craft it, but I don't think this is going to finish anytime soon because we need 142 times 75 divided by 2. That's a long time. Let me just get the recipe set up though. So that's for that. And then fabric manipulator would be, I already have the recipe for it. So I need 236. I need unknown particles, which I think I can do. The quantum force transformer, that's tier 3 though. Dang, I can't do that there yet. Dang, I need so much of this. I mean, I can also just use waterline, which I actually will. I'm going to increase the buffer for that so that it runs basically nonstop. So let me just double check if I have the right filters here. I forget. So that this runs nonstop without me having to babysit the cyclotron because I don't want to. Let me just double check if I have storage capabilities for this. Yeah. Okay. So we have it stored. So all I have to do is increase the buffer. And it's not a bad idea to do that because we need to anyways. So I'm going to fully commit 1 billion. Give me the fluids. And hope and pray that this doesn't break because I have not been paying attention to it. But it seems to be working correctly because if I look at, we have the fluids just kind of stocked up, right? We have plenty, so it is working on it. Don't look at it. I always feel like every time I build some complicated setup and like it works, and then I walk away and it stops working. I've always believed that. This one is 236 though. Okay, so we should be able to get some unknown particles. I might as well set up the cyclotron to help a little bit with that, but I just don't like using this. Mostly because my setup is kind of cringe. Oh, you know what? I can get even more if I just do this. We have a lot of hydrogen ions, so yeah, let's do that. What is it? Circuit 21, right? Circuit 21 to get unknown particles. Hydrogen. Oh, I think we'll be fine. You're still connected to UAV power. Okay, this is going to be faster. I'm still going to leave the 1 billion limit for the tier 8 water anyways, because we do need that. I think one of the things that consumes so much of it is a Stargate crystal dust. Just one of them is 1 billion. And then 64, so we need 64 billion for a single one of these crystals each. So, yeah, at some point we're going to have to really mass produce the stuff. Okay, but I think we have enough for it. It's just going to take a while for us to actually craft it. So with that said, I think what we can do in the meantime is start upgrading our ass lines. So the up tiering ass lines is what I want to work on. Also, actually, getting to UIV lasers over here for the advanced ass lines could really help us out with a lot of other crafts. So let's do that. How much power is each one getting? 8.5 billion. So might as well just keep it the same power. So it's these. So I'm gonna need that much power. And that's a lot. That's how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. So 19. Oh, you know what? We actually have so much transcendent metal backed up. Sensors take forever to craft though, so this is still going to take us a while. How much do you need? Each one needs tell you what I can actually do is just set up one of them and slowly upgrade from there. Because how this should work is none of them are gonna like behave correctly except for the one that actually has the power. So I can probably upgrade one of them. That is a big probably. We'll try it. We'll try it. So I just want to be able to start putting UAV recipes in here. Okay, go ahead and just disconnect this so I don't mess up anything. Okay, so you're going to be the 256. It's still going to be the same power. It's just up tiered now to UIV. So it should still do the recipes fast enough, I guess. The same speed, but it should be able to do UIV now. And I'm just trying to take advantage of these because I already have them. Laser target hatch. Right there. And then UIV 2d6 target. Yeah. Put that there. Like that. I don't like that. I painted it, I think, black by accident. There you go. Now it's nice and legible. And blue because you're UIV. Double check. Triple check because this is a different tier of power. UIV 256 amp. UIV 256 amp. Yeah, I think we're fine. There we go. Okay, so this guy should be working now. And I should be able to put these recipes over onto this guy. So take that out. Take that out. Take that out. Take you out. And go ahead and increase the recipe to like a stack. Should be fine now. And that also includes all of the like the D2PF shenanigan stuff, which all the casings, I should be able to put them here. And none of the others are going to be able to craft it. It's going to complain, but this one's going to take all of those tasks. And I can leave these guys for like strictly things that are above UIV tier, which I think at this point is like only UMV circuits and above, I think. Okay. Can I make these casings now? Quick question. Yes, I can. So another thing that I did actually off camera was regarding the black hole compressor. So I did set up all of this stuff for basic compressing, right? What I also did was actually threw all of my netherrack dust into here because I don't think I use it for anything else. and it's being pulled through the stocking bus. The only thing is that this is not controlled by any logic here. So it kind of just hijacks any active black hole that happens to be running. So that way I don't like spend black hole seeds just to make netherrack. No, it just hijacks whatever's available. So like right now it crafted something and it's just using that black hole to take care of the netherrack. It crafts so fast anyways. So that's what I do. So if I check for netherrack, I now have 273 million, which was our big problem. The main reason why I wasn't able to get the nanoparticles. Which means I should be able to craft the casings for Mark V fusion, but I don't know. Actually, it might be kind of quick actually, because these casings are usually not that bad. Honestly, it doesn't seem that bad. I may have to move him over to the other ass line though. Yeah. That's not a good sign either. Oh, never mind. It was just lagging. Okay. Which honestly, I think it's time to do that. Take a drink first. Okay. So, oh, I just like how this is going. Oh, look how much stuff it's making. Oh, okay. That's probably why it's boosted like crazy because of how much fermium plasma it has in there. How much are you consuming? 4 per second? It's not too bad actually. I'll just leave it there. Yeah, there's just so much fluid in there. It's gonna take a while for this to finish, but you know what? It's okay. That's essentially the whole reason it exists. Okay. So I did say I was gonna do something off camera, and I never actually did. So we'll do it together, and that involves finally moving the recipes over. So every recipe here basically should be going to the other setup, and I can decommission all of these machines. Instead of me trying to find like where am I crafting these casings, I'm pretty sure one of them is like over here, I think. No, it's over there. But like one of the earlier tiers, right? It's like it's over here, literally, I think. It's right here. So, but everything here should be able to be crafted in UEB tier. So just start getting everything out. Might be able to do some wrench shenanigans with this though. The only thing is I have to be careful how I disconnect stuff, because if at any point the black cable connects with this dual interface or the blue network, the subnet, that breaks everything. So just make sure that nothing gets connected and we should be fine. What do you mean power fail? That makes no sense. No power line, like power even goes here. Why did you fail? What the heck? Did you try to craft something what? Shut down to a power loss for what reason? Oh. Oops. That wasn't connected. I lost something. Power save your computers, that's fine. That's you. I'm gonna cancel your craft. Skill issue. Okay. Let me get my wrench out. That was weird that it happened the exact time that I disconnected this, and I thought I broke my entire network after I said what I said to not do that. Okay, at this point, everything, all of my ass line stuff should be in my hands. At least the bulk assembly stuff. It wasn't really that much of an issue, honestly. I think the main reason I was stalling was because I'm nervous that this is gonna break everything. That's really my main concern, but so far it's been okay. So go ahead and just commit to it. We have to commit to it anyways. Now, this is where it gets a little funny because I don't really have a lot of space for this. But that's fine. Just need to make sure to anchor this correctly so it doesn't break any of my connections. Black cable, right? Yes. Yes, and then dual interface, advanced blocking cards, a bunch of pattern capacity cards, and well, the dual interfaces themselves, right? Yeah. Okay, so we get a blocking card. Allow insert same recipe, I think is how we have it. Yeah. We also put pattern capacities, blocking card, allow insert same recipe. Yeah. Go ahead and rename it also. Right there. And right there. And I think that's all I need to do. Pretty confident. So I'm going to just start dumping everything into here. Oh my, there goes my Klein bottles. I didn't mean to do that. My Klein bottles, I kind of need them. I'm just used to having some kind of fluid transfer in my storage or in my hand at all times. Okay, so that's basically everything now. Is it gonna work? No idea. Let's try crafting some things. 1662. If we can get Compact Mark V going today, that'd be great. Not sure. Maybe there's like a... It doesn't look expensive, actually. Not really. Oh, never mind. Oh, no. Yeah, Dragon Blood is a little expensive. So it sounds like I do want to get Dragon Blood going, especially for UMV superconductor base at some point. So I need to improve Dragon Blood. That's a bottleneck. So a couple things I need to do that. It's basically just spamming this, but how this guy works, the Fusion Crafter, gains 1 perfect overclock per casing tier above recipe. So I think I do want to start committing to chaotic fusion casings. Fully upgrading the casings. They're a little expensive though. Another thing I can do is get the assembler upgraded to UIV tier. So I would rather do that just to stall for time. Yeah, let's do that. So for that, I do need the UIV. Sorry, UIV laser. That's actually what these were for, and I just used them up, but they were supposed to be for the assemblers. It looks like we have everything for it, though, so not too bad. Drink some water while this is crafting. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to take long at all. All right, drink water. Or, sorry, drink Gatorade. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, our 2 assemblers are over here. I just need to upgrade their power. Yeah, that's all I need to do. Easy. So just pause them for a little bit. That wire's not connected to anything. I forgot. Wait. This was for the... Oh, I did remove them. That was for the circuit ass lines we've had here before, which are no longer here. UEV laser target. And then same thing over here. Laser target. I've been meaning to do this for a while and I just haven't. Source, UIV, source. Double check. UIV. Also put that there. UIV 256. UIV 256 and UIV 256. Okay, we're good. Again, it's the same amount of power that it's getting. It's just a different tier. So it should be able to do all these fun recipes that I have in the up tier ass machine. Actually, let's take those out. For the most part, I should be able to put those over here. I think there's 1 or 2 that I can't. So this one can. That one goes there. This one can, circuit 16. UIV 256 amp. Yeah, circuit 1. Circuit 1. This is one of the ones that I can't yet because I don't have UMV power. Oh, this, which one? This one. UIV. That one is ASP0. Circuit 9 for you. Circuit 1. And this one goes back into the up tier 1. I don't really need this. I think I have this for repilators, but like I don't really use those because I just set to peaceful mode, so we don't really need that, but it's there. There for us for next time. Okay, there's a reason why I wanted to upgrade this to UIV, and I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember. Dragon Blood, that's right. So I guess we'll start continuing with that I would like to get at least a 4x4 of chaotic fusion casing. So let's set up recipes for this, I guess. I think before we even do that, though, I should commit to a... What do you think? I think a 4x4, right? 16 of them. I think I even prepared that many Icorium casings. Or Icorium blood-soaked blocks. Which, now that I think about it, let me... I think I... Oh, I did put it back, okay. So it's technically 32 blood-soaked blocks per fusion crafter. And this is 8 times 64, which is 32 times 16, right? If you move the numbers around a little bit. So I did craft enough ahead of time because those take forever to craft. So I think I did prepare for a 4x4. So I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we need a lot of this. And now that I look at it, it's not really going to be a 4x4. It's going to be a... I'm going to set it up same as I do the other ones, where they're in a like a strip and taking advantage of AE2. I'll put this somewhere, I don't know. But I think I'm going to upgrade them on tiers because it's just faster to do it like that. I think. In other words, we're going to copy set mode from, copy from here, copy the entire multi-block and multiply it by 16. Obviously, this is also like a off-camera craft. Oh, I need so many eggs here. For what do you even use this for? I don't even know what that's for. Do I need that many pearls in that case? No. Unless it's for shards of creation. Which I don't think I need that either. Don't. Oh, it's for the fusion crafters themselves. They need pearls, don't they? Yes, you do. Okay, so I need 10 more. We do have a simple farm where I can just manually pick those. Yeah, right over here. And there we go. I'll come back to this every now and then. But that's going to pretty much deal with their pearl scene. It's recipe or patterns. I don't really care. Mutagen. Isn't this something I can do in QFT now? Let me look at the QFT recipes. I could have sworn we can do one of the things. Like, what else can we do in tier 1? Looks like we can make all the plastics we want. Plat line. We can do pretty much all the plat line now, but I don't really care for that. We have a lot of it anyways. Plutonium, shenanigans, titanium, tungsten, steel stuff. Oh, whatever that was. Okay, and then it goes to tier 2, which we're not quite there yet. But tier 2 is where we get netherite. And that's really like my main focus right now is getting netherite. Prismarine is also going to help us out. And then tier 3s is where it gets a little more pricey. Okay, so you can pretty much only get the growth catalyst, not the mutagen, at least not directly, it looks like. Okay. I'm pretty sure we are producing mutagen, it's just not slow because I didn't upgrade it compared to the other ones, like the growth catalyst and biocatalyst. It's right over here, so we are producing it. Okay, so if I just ignore missing crafts, it should finish. Terra Steel. Oh no. um, is there a better way to get Terra Steel? Oh, you know what? I think if I'm gonna have to fight the Gaia Guardian, I should commit to the Cosmic Sword to one shot. Terra Steel itself is not very expensive, but if we're gonna do Botania, I should commit to the Cosmic Sword to one shot the Gaia Guardian. Yeah. Because I am not gonna fight that guy normally. It's a little bit of a nightmare. So I need all this stuff here. Starcaller needs. It's gonna be a bunch of recipe addings again. Looks like we're back to magic. So this is the big magic wall that I've heard about. Where at some point you're gonna want to do magic because you have to. It gates the late game, and this is the point because you need dragon blood for a lot of stuff. Or we get by accidents. I'm trying to remember if I can do this correctly. I don't remember. I think it's divided by 2, right? Exanimus. Metallum. And Mortis. That goes there. Okay. And then supercharged Mjolnir. Oh no. That's gonna be fun. Don't even know how you can tell this to like, hey, only look at uncharged equipment. What? I can do that? I did not realize you can do that. Oh, I guess it's just the same thing as requesting the item. Never mind. Okay, that's what I want. Okay. I need to research the thing first. Let's go back to researching. I guess we're back to magic. And I guess you can say I'm a little proud that I can say that I actually went out of my way to do magic a little early. You got broken Mjolnir like 10 minutes ago and saw the quest. Yeah, it's I think we have broken Mjolnirs. Yeah. I don't know how to fix it though. I might be able to repair it and craft it into the regular Mjolnir, but it needs research. So don't throw those away. You're gonna need them in UIV tier way down in the playthrough. If you do get that far. If you don't, that's okay because it's a journey to get here. Charge okay. It's definitely way earlier because it looks like really the only thing gating this is EV. I think you can do this in EV tier. It's just that I did magic so late in the pack, but you can definitely do this way early on. EV tier. It's still a little bit ahead, but not UIV tier. No. There's really not a lot that UIV gates in terms of magic. Actually, There's an Essentia cell, right? It's gonna make setting up like all these millions of patterns way easier if I try to make this thing. There is a specific Essentia cell. I think it's this one, thermometric Essentia cell. It's basically creative. It's basically the creative Thaumcraft cell, which we can totally do. It's just, oh man. Honestly, not even that bad. I think I want to do this. We do need UIV field generators, which we can actually craft. So, how expensive are you? It's reasonable. Pico circuits are kind of atrocious to make right now, but I might be able to do this right here. Okay, it does need 2,000. I'm not going to try to. Actually, here, tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and get the recipe going like this. Temporarily, I'm just going to delete everything else, so that's not expensive. Because I need this much of each of these essentials, right? I'm just going to ask it to fill in that many so I can have stored. So we can start cooking down or melting down the essences. And so I'm looking for this because it's basically infinite essentia. And it looks like I'm going to want to take advantage of that because there's a lot of little recipes here that I don't want to keep doing this. Plus, it might even let us get maybe some fun toys down the road. Okay, so if I put this in Fusion and just request it. All it's going to do is push all of those guys into basically right here. And it'll take a while for all this to get cooked up, but I'm okay with that. So that whenever it does get ready, then I can just dump all of this there. And I won't need to worry about this anymore because it's gonna have an infinite number of everything, I'm pretty sure. How sure? Pretty sure. How much is that? Not sure. No. This is the one that should be able to get put into here, but I can't craft it yet until I get the UAV fuel generators. I know we can craft this because that's what's needed for the Deep Dark Portal anyways. Oh no, there's still more recipes that I need. More research? Node manipulator, got you. Where's my scribing tool? Right here. That's in my watering can. That one. What was I looking for? Gatomancy. Oops. Forbidden knowledge. Here we go. Put on my amulet because I'm gonna get cursed again. I'm gonna get warp effects. Aura nodes have intrigued you for the longest time. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Cotton Nitro. I'm sorry. Why are there so many varieties? After some time, you find yourself asking the same question. That's a lot of words. Yeah, I'm gonna need it too long to read about that. Okay. Can craft this though. We're almost done though. I guess I do have to commit to a couple more recipes, but that's not too bad. Fine. Aurum, I'm pretty sure I have that. Alienus. Let's just put everything else in there. I won't have to do this ever again. Once I get the thermometric cell, whatever. Machina. Precantatio. Permutatio. Tenebrae. And Motus. There we go. Okay. Should have to start setting up filters here because I honestly have not done that. I'll do that right now. Conduit. Give me a big item filter. And a bunch of conduits here. Insert with the filter. Node manipulator would be one of them. I'm gonna have to rename them in the center item, right? Of course you are. That's why they want to do this. Can you even pick it up? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to pick it up or rename one. I already do have it. Thank you. Thank you. I already have one. There we go. Get out. This one. See, past me actually knew what he was doing. Sencha condenser. That would be also in Gadomancy. Essentia condenser. Where would that be? Not here, so I think I need to get some kind of research. What is it? Scan item aura core. What is an aura core? Guessing it's a recipe like this. This one doesn't need any aspects, so I can probably just craft it immediately. And you're stuck because of the amount of junk that's in here, right? Yeah, so it'll be a while before it actually crafts, but okay, that should be it though. I'll come back to that. Wand focus, dark matter. Oh, of course. Malefic something. What's it called? Something with an M. Maleficio. Maleficia. I don't know. Maleficia. What am I looking for? That one. There we go. And of course, you need to be crafted in infusion. Okay, so you're going to need air. 84? That's 84. 84 divided by 2. 42. Alienus. 72. Also known as 36. Precantatio. 32. All of this for the sword. Tenebrae. 64. Oh, I meant to put you there. So put you there. Okay, thank you. 32. I knew that song sounded familiar. It's Toad's Turnpike. Mario Kart 64. 16. Potentia. 16, which is 8. And that one would go there. So this is also something that needs to be renamed. Thank you for having it renamed. So lucky. Looks like I've faced a lot of these issues already. And also I should be able to insert you. Or... Is it insert? Yeah, it's insert. Okay. And put you there. Okay. So that's ready to go. This is ready to go. Just need a couple more things. I'm kind of just waiting for fuel generators to finish up and also for this to finish up. That's what I get for having just one advanced alchemical furnace. Definitely would be a good idea to have 1,000 of them, but it's not my jam. And it's waiting for this to craft, I think, so I can get these essential condensers going. And I do need to scan that, so I'll do that right now. Now you... That would go into a space assembly right there. I think this is the only one I'm gonna need. This is creative, right? Think of it as your unlimited magic credit card. Okay, yeah, I do want this. Alright, can I craft you now? No, I need a central reservoir. Oh no. More infusion. Love to see it. Eight permutatio. Should know all of these by memory already. Precontatio. And vacuous. Okay, can I craft this right now? No. Missing water jars and essential buffers, which... Gonna make them over here. Surprise water jars, I don't know how to make. It's like one of the cheapest things. One of the first things you should be making. There it is. Yeah, it's not gonna finish though because infusion is still being held up by this guy over here. Let me drink some Gatorade. I got another story time to say. Not really story time, but I not only went for a walk today, but I also invested, I guess, in a good pair of hiking shoes. Like dedicated hiking shoes. They got destroyed immediately with how much I walked. I walked like 4 miles or something like that. It was more than 4 miles. But what I also did after the hiking shoes I went to a biome, I went to the grocery store and I actually finally started making food again in the slow cooker. It's been a while since I've done that. If you've known me for a while, then you would know my slow cooking adventures. I've had quite a good amount of them. But yeah, I went out of my way. I actually bought some groceries to make chili. Chili was the meal. Actually, I ate some before the stream started, and man, it's so good. I'm glad I got back into it because it's been a while. Yeah, these pico circuits take forever. So I do want to upgrade these guys. Which might be something I need to do because actually no, I don't. I can probably hold off on it though, but something needs these pico circuits by the boatloads. I think it's even Dyson Swarm. But I'm kind of holding off on upgrading this until I get wireless UIV hatches going, which I need Shirobon for, which I need Eternal Coils for. So maybe that's what I'll end up doing overnight, seeing if I can craft enough for that. Or I'm not sure. There's so many different things to do. But yeah, pico circuits take forever. It's not a good idea to have only 2 of these machines. But again, I'm kind of waiting on UIV wireless hatches, which we need Shirobon for that. So many things to do. Alright, that's good to go. It's kind of just waiting for that to finish up. And I should have enough Essential. Yeah, I totally have enough Essential over here. I only have 110,000 ore. Okay. So I guess while we're waiting, we can do some other recipes. Like, for example, otherware chalk. I do not want to make that by hand, so automate that. Raw meaty stew would probably be best in a somewhere, honestly. I know we have fish by the boatloads because we have a fish farm. Well, not boatloads, but that's plenty enough to make enough of the stew stuff. How much can I make right now? You don't have potatoes or garlic? How dare you? Honestly, not too bad of a problem. If I get some potato... How do I even get potatoes? Wheat. And I'm lagging. Yeah, the internet's been on and off today. It might just be like global internet though. It's kind of weird. Stream's dead, right? But I can still chat to VOD watchers. But the internet has been dropping on and off lately, and I don't know why. You know how the lore goes whenever my internet has trouble. It's because either it's usually the lawnmower guy is what we always say. And then I started complaining about my neighbor. And so now we just agree that, wait, it's my neighbor that's causing the problems because he's also a lawnmower guy. They are the same person. I'm looking for the catalyst. Is there one under somewhere? Could have sworn we had one already. Unless I honestly probably used it to craft something else. I would not put that. I don't know the right words I'm trying to say, but I would absolutely believe that I did something like that. Oh, here we go. Having to make brewing stands over here is kind of funny. Oops. So another thing we can make at this point is the The guilty pool, right? The one for infinite mana. How annoying is it to make? Shard power 1. Yeah, I don't want to deal with this. So I'll wait until we get infinite Essentia for that. Oh, there's enough mana pearls for that. Go ahead and craft one of you. Need a cauldron. I'll go ahead and just craft this manually, honestly. And silver wood planks. I'll craft it manually as well. Just need one. Thank you. We'll go ahead and say this guy will be our catalyst one. Okay. So if I wanted the meaty stew, would prefer to use fish. Do I have the carrots for that? I don't even have the carrots for that. How do I make carrots? Potatoes, okay. So just more wheat, in other words. Oh, no, no, no. They're turning into tiny potatoes. I didn't want that. Oh, that's funny, though. Well, now I have a lot of tiny potatoes. You can upgrade this, can't you, to infinitato, whatever. Oh, it's for Asgard Dandelion. Of course you are. That's funny. All right, what about mushrooms? I have enough mushrooms. Okay. Bowls? Oh, I have so many bowls. Okay, I think that's it. A garlic. I also need garlic. Um, Gonna need the herb garden. I only have one. Can't you dupe it if you use bone meal or something? Or is it watering can? Oops. Trust. Okay, I got a single garlic. That's all I wanted. Hang on, I think if I bone meal this. Just get a couple of it and then throw it on crop sticks. I don't know if it actually works though. If I... Oh, it's because you work too fast. There we go. Oh, you give me a different garlic. Honestly, just a little faster to just plant the base garlic seed. And bone meal the heck out of it. I only need 16 anyways. It's already done, okay. Thank you. Okay. So we have you, we have Dragon Core Schematic. Is that what you need for this? No? I am gonna have to fill each one of them though, but I don't think I need that right now. Okay, so I'm kind of waiting on the Cosmic Sword to get that. The Primordial Pearls, I'll just farm them whenever I remember. There we go. Eggs. So it's basically any spawn egg. We have a lot, but not 56 worth. So what's the best way to get spawn eggs over here? check here. I can buy them. Which we might as well, because I need 64's worth of this. They'll be right here. Time to kill husk. Word I'm looking for. No, these are... It would be in the shop, wouldn't it be? Okay. It's a good way to get spawn eggs otherwise, but what do you even need this for anyways? Why do you need spawn wolf specifically? It's because I had the most. Oh, it's for the dragon hearts, right? Is there a cheaper way to make dragon eggs? Is it for that? Oh, you know what? It's for the infinity egg. Which we don't actually need. Yeah, we don't actually need this because we have the power of proxies. If I put everything involved in the fusion crafting in just one buffer, and then all the other ones would feed off of that one. So the egg isn't here, yeah. And all the other ones would just be with proxies. Uh-oh. There's the Thaumcraft being Thaumcraft. Okay, so I don't actually need the egg stuff. I don't think I can get away from the Gaia Spirits and Terra Steel, though. Because the Fusion Crafter itself needs that. For dense Gaia Spirit plates. That's pretty much it. So I can't get away from that. So I see you. I see you. Okay. So maybe crafting Terra Steel would be a good idea. But again, what's like the best way to get Terra Steel? I thought there was a loop you can do at some point. Because really all I need is Gaia Spirits. This. But is there a loop that I can do? If you think about it, you need Gaia Spirit block 32. You can also do Meteor, but that's a big... No, thank you. So you need 9? 9 Gaia Spirits. I don't see how this is a loop. Because you need... For example, if I set up a recipe for a Gaia Spirit block, right? Actually, we do the math here. We need 9, 1296 Molten Gaia Spirit, right? Each one is like that. So, which is 9 ingots. The only way to get Gaia Spirit ingots is to craft them like this. Like that, right? In other words, you get 36. You need 36. But if you consume a block, you get 32 back. So I'm like, okay. What's the point of this then? Or am I not understanding the math correctly? Like, how do you get molten Gaia Spirits out of this? I'm a little confused. I don't think this is a loop. Unless you can turn the Gaia Spirits directly into a fluid, which I don't think you can. Yeah, it's 4 to 1, and then you can melt it. So I don't think you can really. No, I don't think it's worth it. You're gonna have to kill all of them. Oh, laid an egg. But I should probably figure out a way to automate that much terra steel because I still need 144 and I'm not gonna do that by hand. So best way that I know. Do droppers, like simple vanilla droppers, work? For example, if I put you like this. And let's say give you a like a mana pearl with the button. No, it doesn't say it. Unless I have them going into an open crate, which I can totally do that. Not too bad. So if I right click you. No, where'd you go? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it did not go in there. Okay. Um, what is a way around this then? I would assume that the open crate works like that. I guess not. Just doesn't go in there. That's a little weird. It also doesn't help that I'm getting a little sleepy, so I don't really think straight whenever this happens. It's probably a very easy solution to this. Dispenser? Why would that be a little different? What did I use before? Dropper, right? I have both. I'm just curious if it does anything different. Nope. All right. I think I'm gonna have to figure this out off camera. Um, we'll continue with something. It's a simple solution. I know I've done this before. Honestly, can't think of something right now. That's fine. Okay. So how have you been going? I keep laying eggs, man. Okay, that's completed, which means that this core thing is complete. No? Oh, you didn't finish. Or it did finish, it just didn't. I don't have it going into the into storage. Tells me that I want to scan this. There, okay. Uh-huh. And I'm trying to make you, right? Scan item or a core. I literally just scanned it. Do I right click you or what? Maybe it opened up something in the quest book. It's or not the book, the Dawncraft book, Gatomancy. I think it's the core cleaning, maybe. I might have to make the water one though, like a different core. Let me read this. Okay. So I need a crystal cluster and then smack it with the wand. Is that what you want? Oops. Put you over here so it doesn't I don't pick it up with my magnet. Then I have a wand somewhere. Got a million wands here. No? Does it need to be a better wand? Try you, because you're pretty strong. Shift right click. Left click. I don't think it's working. Unless I just don't have enough essence or essential. Right here. Oh, I have a lot of stuff in there. Go pull it all. Guess if I really want to speed it up, yeah, there we go. There we go. Turn you on. There we go. Okay, if I don't have essential here. Oh, oops. That's what it was. I guess I just needed more. I think it even tells me, right? Oh yeah, it totally does. Do it. Go. And I guess that's the one I have to scan. Take a drink here. Okay, it turned into green. Scan it. Right click it. Didn't do anything. Does that let me craft the essential condenser? How do I do this? Aura core. Which one? Looks like I should be able to do aura cleaning. What's this? Without damaging the core. Blank. Looks like I can just do this here. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do about this. It does say it wants water. So how can I get the water aura core? Because I'm pretty sure that's what I tried to make, but made something else. That's weird though. It consumed the water and then it turned into the blue one for whatever reason. I guess we'll try again to see what it does. I don't like that you hurt me. That's kind of rude. Like, why do you turn to green? I don't want that. It's not what I'm looking for. You think it has something to do with where I'm building it on? It might be something to do with where I built this on. So if I put this like in water, maybe. Not sure that's gonna really do anything, but I guess we'll try it. Oops. I'm gonna bring in too much stuff here. Can I put this on water? No. Needs more. It's a magic mod, so I don't doubt that that would have an effect in this. No, it still turns green, and I have no idea why. Why are you turning green? A little weirded out by this. I'm gonna have to study this off camera as well. Oh, okay. It says there right as well. Finding a use for the individual primal cores requires making them. So I have to study the water one, but it doesn't let me make the water one for whatever reason. So I guess it's based on location, maybe. You think it has something to do with biome, maybe? I doubt it. This is mostly jungle. But just for the sake of trying it, what happens if I put it in one of the other biomes? We have a couple other biomes here. Good luck finding them though. It's a desert right here. This is just for science sake. If I put it in the desert, right here. Turn off a magnet. So this is a desert, right? What happens then? I gotta charge it. Strictly for science. I just want to see what it's gonna do. Mm, I'm seeing different colors. If it turns to blue, I'm okay with that. I would expect like a different color though to show up there. I don't think it did anything. What if I give it more than one? Oh, I gotta charge it every time. It uses a good amount of this stuff, right? What if I influence it? I don't know if it's gonna do anything. Maybe give it a little dance. Oh, that's a problem. What's going on here? Oh. You know what? I guess I haven't really been paying attention to this at all. um, I'll deal with that later. Okay, so it's not able to make anything here, so it's probably biome related. I'll take a look, do some research off camera, trying to figure out like what's going on with this. But yeah, probably best to just wrap up the episode here because we're playing the waiting game like usual. It looks like we have the field generators though, so we try to make this man. Yeah, we have the field generators, so that's not too bad. All of this other stuff, I'll just set that up. Just a couple more crafting steps to do. Hopefully I can get this ready. Not sure. But the goal here is to make Sword of the Cosmos. and use that to farm Gaia spirits. I also have to figure out a way to get Terra Steel. This extra stuff, I don't really need to worry about it because we only need the one egg. And we can use proxies to share them between each other. But that'll be it. So things we can craft overnight. There's going to be a lot. For sure, I want to get the other DTPFs going. I want to get those running. That's probably the biggest priority right now, is getting the DTPFs going. So I'm going to mark copy. We need to go from here all the way over there. Yeah, and then plan manual. And this is what I want to get. Craft 1. I'm going to cancel this one so I can actually get to work. And there we go. So this should be our DTPFs. We went through like 2 days worth of crafting, so it shouldn't take too long. I think I just broke it somewhere. Some recipe broke in the Mega Alloy Blast Smelter. I'm not too sure what happened, but make sure everything's chunk loaded right. That might cause trouble. I think we're fine though. Other things, I would love to get at least one. Our first Compact Mark V. I've been kind of waiting for this for a while. We can craft it now, so go ahead and craft it. Oh, come on. Missing 2.9 million of infinity. I know you are. Okay, we got that crafting, and then these guys. There's gonna be a lot of crafting my poor base. And crafting this to get tier 2 QFT, hopefully. And this is just too big of a craft, so split it up in 2, I think. 236 divided by 2. Yeah, I can do that. 236 divided by 2. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. Okay. A lot of crafting. I have no idea if any of this is going to finish. I'm pretty confident. I guess we'll see. Now, I will say, though, the amount of stuff that's going to be dumped into the QFT just to craft that much self-adhesing whatever. Oh, it's going to get filled with stuff, right? So this is going to be running forever. I may just end up making more of these bulk catalyst housings to get the power. But even then, I don't think we can do that much because of the parallel limits. Actually, no, we probably could. I'll research that, but yeah. Okay, tons of things crafting overnight. Hopefully things are finished, preferably the DTPF, so I can get another group of 4. Have our first octuple. That'll be great. And then I'll tackle the Thaumcraft shenanigan stuff for the Sword of the Cosmos. I'll do that. Try to log in tomorrow and take a look at this closer. Okay. Good spot to wrap it up for tonight. As always, I appreciate everybody's time and support. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. If it ends up being that, I don't make too much progress, I guess we'll hold off on that, but we'll see. Anyways, for now, have a good night. Take care. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.